the sound of wind over the hills, distant footsteps, the bells of grazing herds. The city awakens. The sun rises over the dry hills of Judea. Golden light touches the stone walls and still sleeping streets of Jerusalem. No one imagines this will be one of the most intense days in the city's history. The morning air is light and dusty. Men open wooden doors, women prepare bread, and the sound of the first voices fills the air. Life begins as it does every other day, simple, orderly, sacred. In the market, merchants lay out fabrics and pottery beneath linen tents. The aroma of spices mixes with the scent of freshly baked bread. Children run among goats and donkeys, laughing, curious about every new sound of the waking city. Jerusalem is a living mosaic. Masons carve stone blocks for new houses. Blacksmiths heat metal in narrow forges, the glow of the fire reflecting on their sweat-covered faces. Time here has been the same for centuries. Slow, precise, repetitive. From atop the walls, Babylonian guards watch the horizon. Orders are strict. King Nebuchadnezzar watches from afar, and the echoes of his empire reach the streets through spears and helmets. Even under foreign rule, the heart of the city beats with faith. In the temple courtyards, priests light incense and whisper ancient prayers. Every stone, every step carries the weight of devotion and the fear of the unknown.
Nah.
But there is something different in the air. A silence held between the sounds of daily life. Rumors of war drift through the gates. Messengers speak of distant kingdoms and advancing armies. The wind blows stronger, lifting dust. Guards march across the square in formation, spears upright, steps in rhythm. People move aside, silent. The city seems to hold its breath. In the square, a preacher rises on the temple steps. White robe, gray beard, firm voice. He speaks of omens, of famine, of invasions. Some listen in faith, others turn away, afraid to believe. A distant sound breaks the silence, the deep call of a ram's horn from the walls. A warning, perhaps a sign. No one speaks. The echo travels through the alleys, merging with the beating of hearts. Heavy clouds cover the sky. Day darkens as if night has come too soon. And then, from afar, the sound of hurried hooves over wet earth. A rider appears at the main gate, covered in mud and rain. The messenger brings news that will never be forgotten. But his words are lost to the wind. The storm swallows his voice. Lightning cuts through the sky. The preacher stands motionless, arms raised, defying fear. People run, shout, seek shelter. Jerusalem trembles beneath the power of the heavens. The rain falls heavy. The messenger kneels before the temple, trying to speak. The preacher remains firm. The crowd stands between the two, between faith and omen. The rain stops. The city stands still, covered in water and gray light. The temple columns shine, soaked. Dust has turned to mud, and the only sound left is water dripping from the stones. The night fades. The clouds open over the hills. The first ray of sunlight touches the wet walls, the temple, the faces of those who remain. Jerusalem breathes, wounded, yet standing, as it always has been, and perhaps always will be.